All right, let's get into it. Today, we are talking about building something that everyone needs, your personal document toolkit. Look, these aren't just random pieces of paper. They are literally the keys to your life here in the United States, and we're going to get them organized. So let's dive right in. So be honest. Does the thought of trying to find your social security card or checking your passport's expiration date, does it fill you with just a little bit of dread? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. That whole stack of official papers can feel like a massive bureaucratic headache. But what if we just flip that script? Today, we're going to turn that anxiety into actual power. We're going to take that messy pile of paper and forge it into a streamlined, powerful toolkit that actually works for you, not against you. So why is this so important? I mean, really. Because honestly, these documents are completely non-negotiable. They are the official keys that prove who you are, show you're allowed to work, and let you do, well, pretty much everything in day-to-day life.
Okay, so we're going to start with the absolute must-haves. Think of these next four as the foundation of your entire toolkit. These are the big ones, the ones you'll need over and over again.
First up, the big one, the US passport. And, this little blue book is way more than just a ticket to see the world.
Its main job is to be the absolute gold standard for proving your US citizenship and your identity. It's what lets you travel internationally. And hey, don't forget about the wallet-sized passport card. It's super handy for land and sea travel to places like Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean.
So what's the bottom line here? It's really simple. Keep it up to date. Seriously, an expired passport is just a pricey souvenir. And keep it stored somewhere very, very safe.
All right, let's move on to the document that really unlocks your entire financial and work life here in the US, the Social Security card.
That 9-digit number is your unique ID for basically anything that has to do with money and work. You need it to get a job, to pay taxes, to open a bank account. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Now listen up, because this is a huge security tip. Do not carry the card with you. I can't stress this enough. Memorize that number and lock the actual card away somewhere safe. It's your #1 defense against identity theft.
Okay, next up in our toolkit is the one you probably pull out of your wallet more than any other, your state driver's license or ID card. This is your everyday workhorse for sure. And its purpose is just super practical. It's for driving, obviously, but it's also the standard ID you need to get on a domestic flight, because of the Real ID Act, and for all those little everyday things like proving your age.
So, there are two really simple but vital things you got to do here. First, make sure your license is Real ID compliant. That little star on there really matters. And second, whenever you move, make updating your address with the DMV one of your first priorities.
And rounding out our core four, we have the document that really started it all, your certified birth certificate. This is the OG, the foundational proof of your citizenship and where you were born. It's so foundational, in fact, that it's often called a breeder document. Why? Because it's the one you need to get all the other documents, like your very first passport or social security card.
And here is the most important detail, so don't miss this. A photocopy is worthless. It won't work. You absolutely have to have an original or a certified copy, the kind you get from a government office. The one with that raised or colored seal that proves it's the real deal. Okay, so we've covered the core toolkit, but what if you're not a US citizen? Well, for this group, your immigration documents are everything. They literally define your legal right to be and to work in this country.
And there are two key documents you really need to understand. On one side, you've got the green card. That gives you the right to live and work here permanently. But on the other side, you have the Employment Authorization Document, or EAD. That gives you the right to work here temporarily. They are not the same thing, and knowing that difference is absolutely crucial. So the name of the game with these status documents is staying on top of them. The law actually requires you to carry your green card with you. Your EAD has to be kept up to date if you want to keep your job. And for anyone on a visa, following the rules of that visa and your I-94 record is non-negotiable.
All right, so beyond just proving who you are, life happens, right? And you're gonna need certain documents for those big personal and legal moments. Let's just call these your milestone documents.
So this is kind of that next layer of your toolkit. Think about it. Marriage or divorce papers? You'll need those if you ever change your name. Court orders make things like adoptions official. Your health insurance card? That's your key to getting medical care. Utility bills prove where you live for things like school enrollment. And your tax records? Well, they're the proof of income you'll need for big stuff, like getting a mortgage. Okay, we did it.
We've built the toolkit. Now we've come to what might be the most important part of all, creating a master plan to keep all of this stuff secure, organized, and ready when you need it.
And here it is, your simple 3-step security plan. Step 1. Digitize. Scan or take a good photo of your critical documents and save them in a secure, encrypted cloud folder. It's your backup plan. Step 2. Slim down your wallet. Only carry what you absolutely need every day, your license, maybe an insurance card. Leave the passport and especially the social security card at home. And step 3. Build a go bag. Get a single, fireproof box or bag, put all your original foundational documents in it, and keep it somewhere you can grab it in a real emergency.
So there you have it. We've gone through the what, the why, and the how. You now have the full blueprint for your essential document toolkit. The only question left is the one right here. Your toolkit is built. Is it protected?